Hey, Dr. Pope and Shannon. Let's try this again. My name is David Rooks, and I'm a member of the University of West Georgia Cohort 20 doctoral students in school improvement. I've been involved in education for 16 years. I currently serve as the assistant principal for Mount Zion Middle School here in Carroll County. I love my job and the satisfaction it brings me each day. I never know what is going to happen when I get out of my truck each morning at the school, thanks to the unpredictability of working with middle school students. I relish overcoming the challenges, however, and celebrate the successes that are afforded each day. As a doctoral student, I'm working to decide what my research focus will be for my dissertation. One particular area of interest deals with the social-emotional wellness of employees within the school setting. Specifically, I would like to find out the impact that male leadership has on the social-emotional wellness of faculty and staff. A subtopic of the research would be to compare the impact on the social-emotional wellness of female versus male faculty and staff. Obviously, me being a male, it may be a bias of mine to want the findings to support my hope and belief that males have a tremendous amount of impact on the social-emotional wellness of faculty and staff. I must guard against manipulating the data and information to support what I hope to be true. I'm interested in this topic due to my strong belief that the social-emotional well-being of a person is critical for society to improve, and the school is a microcosm of society. The teacher's social-emotional wellness is critical for a school to improve, whether it be through student performance and behavior or faculty morale and collective efficacy. The first reason is through my own personal experiences in education. Throughout my time in education, rarely have I ever felt pessimistic in the workplace. I have an optimistic outlook in life and approach my job in the same manner. Everything will be okay and work out in the end is my mentality. However, I have been surrounded by others who have a very different viewpoint, and it is prevalent on a daily basis. They do not seem happy, and some do not even seem to like what they do. They complain and seem to focus on negativity. Now, as a leader within the school as an assistant principal, and with aspirations of being a principal, I want to better understand if I can change the outlook of these people and in turn create a better environment for students to learn. A happy teacher is a better teacher. I must admit, however, that as the assistant principal, this may affect the others that I work with in the research context. After all, I am the supervisor for many of my teachers. Will they give me information they think I want to hear, or are they telling me the truth? If I were a counselor or a fellow teacher conducting the research, they may provide different information or act differently through the research process. I must keep in mind all of this information as I work with others. The power I have as an administrator in the research context may limit the activities in completing my research project on this particular topic, possibly because of time constraints, unforeseen issues that arise at the school or district level that may require my attention above what is normally afforded, or conflicts with participants who choose to no longer work with me in the research context for a variety of reasons. The subjective eyes make me who I am. My beliefs, bias, outlook on life are greatly influenced by them. Separating myself from these elements will be tough, and I may not even recognize they are there if I do not constantly reflect on my research and its findings and how my beliefs may be influencing the steps and the processes that I utilize. Some of the subjective eyes that may reveal themselves in my research are the ethnic maintenance eye. In my research, will other ethnic groups who have historically been undervalued in this area be seen as less happy? Will the strong ethnic connection to Christianity cloud findings? So like this teacher is a Christian, so he or she must be happy, or this teacher isn't a Christian, so that's why they're not happy. The community maintenance eye may reveal that I want my community to be strong, and other communities that may have experienced upheaval in the past portrayed as being less happy. The e pluribus unum eye may reveal itself in my research as well. The motto of my school system is 24 strong, which represents the 23 schools within the district and the district office. Collectively, we are supposed to be one, but are we really? The justice-seeking eye may creep up as I research schools and leaders who have typically underperformed. Will I attribute that to negative social-emotional wellness sources? The pedagogical meliorist eye may view poor teachers as unhappy, when in reality they may be perfectly happy, but just inept at their job. The non-research human eye may reveal itself in my outlook. I want to be friends with everyone. Will this relationship cloud my research findings since I want to establish positive relationships with those I observe? As a doctoral student and scholar in training, my subjectivity is something I must consciously fight against throughout the research process. My personal opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs should not drive the research. It is hard to separate myself from my subjective ideas. However, what exists in my mind should not replace what is actively being observed and or recorded. Consistent self-reflections and acknowledging my biases will be important. Taking the time to write down my biases, preconceptions, and personal experiences before beginning the research may help me avoid using them during the study. Looking through my methods used for the research, I'm going to spend a great deal of time analyzing the why. Are the methods slanted for a particular outcome? And if so, how can I change them to be less so? I believe by looking through previous research and literature reviews, I may be able to identify methods that will work without projecting my bias or perspectives on the participants. Perhaps other elements will be uncovered as I begin my research, and it's going to be critically important for me to self-reflect and try and recognize my bias and perspective and minimize them on my studies and interactions. Thank you for your time.